Okay, this is the last in part 3 of bleeding the clutch. I have two other videos, one with fairing removal and the other two are ABS unit bleeding as well as wheel circuit bleeding. Okay, I'm going to do the clutch bleeding, my K1200RS 2003 model. I basically have been doing other maintenance and the brake bleeding. This is the last thing I'm doing. This unit right here is your bleeder. It's normally hanging off the side with a tie wrap underneath the fairing, so you got to take that off. So first step, I'm going to open up, I cover it up as much as I can. We're going to open up the bleeder or the reservoir, and we're going to drain most of it out with a syringe to get most of the old fluid, but don't go too low. Okay, don't forget to clean the inside of the reservoir. Q-tips work good for little corners, little dirt that you find in the corners. Continuing on with the clutch service, I'm on the right side of the bike, right above the foot pedal. This is the clutch bleeding port right here. So it's normally held up with a tie wrap up here. I'll cut the tie wrap, push back the rubber boot, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove this 5mm. Sorry, I'm trying to balance this on my lap here. We're going to remove this 5mm grub screw, and we're going to take a speed bleeder. It's 10mm by 0.1 or 1.0. Okay, here's two speed bleeders. The one on the left is the one I ground down. Don't grind it down too much, because then you'll, as you open the speed bleeder, you'll actually reseal the ball valve and you won't get any fluid out of it. So when you pull this out, you're not going to get fluid out of it. And it takes a 13mm. You want to be on this flat right here. Otherwise you'll unscrew it. This part right here. 13mm. And I already have it loose from the other day, so. It's basically a one-way check. So you see a ball. Here's what the grub screw looks like. And you want to use a nice straight Allen wrench, not a ball end, because you'll strip it. So put that aside. What you see inside there is actually a ball. So if you were to press the ball, fluid would come out. Alright, so I'll put the speed bleeder in. I would suggest you actually take some Teflon tape and wrap it around those first couple threads to really seal it when you're doing the job. It's got the first thread or so has no sealant on it, but once you get to about the third one, it starts getting pretty difficult to put on. So make sure you do it by hand to start with. Then you want to put your wrench on there. I think this is it was a 7/16. I think I have the wrench on the other side. I'll be back. So I'm going to put this in and we'll be right back. Okay, another method of bleeding the clutch would be to pressure fill it from the grub screw, pushing the fluid up and out through the reservoir. You'd have to keep draining the reservoir as you do it, but air bubbles do travel uphill, so it is the best way to get rid of any air bubbles when you're doing it. That's the way the factory does it. You can also use a syringe as well. Okay, I'm ready. I got the clutch reservoir. I sucked it out, refilled it. Right here is the 5mm grub screw that I took out. Put the 10mm speed bleeder in there. So all I got to do now is just open it a quarter turn, and I should be able to just go up on the front and start pumping the pedal, or on the left handbrake, or left clutch, sorry. Open a quarter turn, probably even less. We'll see how much fluid comes out. So I'm just going to go up and press the. So I'm going to put that little washer in there before I forget. I'm going to put this little stainless steel washer inside the reservoir over the little hole, so it doesn't spread out every time and I got a piece of safety wire on it so it doesn't, so I can get it out later. So I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm getting the clutch bled. I filled up the reservoir, put a little washer in there to cover the hole so it doesn't spritz out. It's a stainless steel washer with some stainless steel safety wire, and I am slowly pumping the handle that kind of a pace all the way down till the bottom's out, and I'm releasing it slowly, and the speed bleeder should be sealing at this point. And I'm doing this over and over while I have the speed bleeder in there and the bag. And right now you can't see the fluid going through because the line is full, but I'm going slowly and got the speed bleeder turned about 1/8 of a turn, otherwise, because it kept leaking. It doesn't go in very, very far with thread-wise. Slowly releasing. Did it a couple more times, and then I'm going to check the reservoir level. Where is it? There it is. The grub screw back in there, tighten it to 10 Newton meters, or snug, and then I'll press the handle, make sure no leaks come out of it, and I'll re-tie wrap it up to the side of the frame. There you go, you see the step right there? Right where the level is right now is where it should be. I'm just going to go a little bit more, and then I'm going to fill it up to that line, close it up, you're good to go. And we're done. Hope this is helpful to you guys.